started.
Hello, my people, my friends, everybody out there. I want to use this opportunity of inviting you and bringing you into my laundry world. For the past 3 to 4 years, I have been learning what it takes to be into laundry and dry cleaning services. By the special grace of God, these are one of the things, one of the instruments I use as precisely the washing machine. This washing machine is a 12 kVA, 12 kg washing machine, and it does a lot of things. It washes your laundry, it washes your duvets, your bedspreads, your, in fact, everything generally. But it's a high capacity washing machine. You know, it's digital. The commands come from here to do any of our laundry. But I just want to show you how big my washing machine is. But precisely, I'm not actually washing anything, but I just want to show you what are the things I use. Then after this section, I would want to take you in to for you to see me do my ironing, at least if not just the shirts, for you to know how capable I am in the business. So this is our 12 kg washing machine. It washes your duvet, like I said earlier on. It also washes your blankets, your bed sheets, shirts, everything that has to do with laundry. So we use this to wash like 10 duvets at a go. It can take like, let's say, between 10 to 15 minutes. It get it done. We could work for, yes, we can work for hospitals, we can work for hotels, we can work for virtually everything that has to do with laundry, because we have all it takes to do your laundry for you. So this is our washing machine. It can take like 5 big size duvets at a time. Between 10 to 15 minutes, it gets it done. And you know, once we give you any target of days involved, we always meet up. We don't disappoint anybody. This is it. It's as big as this. This is where we put it in, and at the end of the day, we get it done. It does our job just exactly the way we want it to be. So I will be taking you in now so that you can see me in action ironing. I will do a shirt. I'll iron a shirt. I'll iron a native for you. You can see how good we are, how smooth our ironing is, and every other thing. Thank you. Welcome into my laundry world.
I mean, you would have been looking at the camera.
This thing is on. Maybe we'll do it later. Let's just see this one first. Okay, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. So in this segment, I'm going to iron these shirts. I'm going to really iron it. You know, in ironing, when it has to do with shirts, we start by spraying the shirts. You spray water on it because the shirt contains starch. But this particular material is called it's a kind of wool material. So it will not need the iron that is too hot. It is preferable.
I won't be capturing your face.
No, don't need my face.
Okay.
You don't need my face. You only be capturing what I'm doing, not my face. This is a wool material, so it doesn't need an iron that is so hot like that. So here I go. In ironing, you must ensure that the face of what you're ironing is neat. It is quite important, because when you say you're giving a professional touch to whatever you're doing, especially in laundry, you have to take your time to make sure that everything comes out well, and not just that you're ironing. The texture of the shirts, as in, it has to show that there is starch based on the kind of material that is involved. Like this one, this is a wool material. It does not necessarily mean that the material will be too stiff or so stiff like that, but it has to still stand. But at the end of the day, you will understand that an ironing has been done on it. So when you talk of ironing materials, what you look out for first of all is what texture of material is involved, because the texture of material involved will make you know what. I hope you're not capturing this television. Will make you know how you are going to start up with it. So for you to iron a shirt is one of the most difficult aspects of laundry. Difficult in the sense that because it takes a lot of time. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to get a particular shirt done, especially when it is a cotton shirt. But this is not a cotton shirt, this is a wool material, so it can be a bit easier for you to iron, and it might not take up to 10 to 15 minutes. But when it has to do with a cotton shirt, a full 100% cotton shirt, it takes time, because you have to give it the smoothness it needs, so that your clients will feel the impact of what you're doing.
Apart from this iron, is there any other? Okay. No?
Let your voice come again.
Apart from this iron, you were talking of cotton materials. Can't we use another particular iron to get the work done instead of?
For wool material, for silk material, for dangling materials, like this type of iron is called the dry iron. It is mostly used for only cotton material. This type of iron is called the dry iron. It is mostly used for only the cotton material. It is not used for. It can be used for it's mostly used for cotton material, to be very precise and very sincere to you. Well, we have other irons. We have the steam irons. If time permits us, I'm also going to let you know the different kind of irons we have and what it does and how you can use it on various capacity or various type of materials. For shirts, the hand of the shirt is also very, very vital. You don't just iron. Lower that television for me. The hand of the shirt is very important. It is important in the sense that in every shirt you see, the curves, the neatness of the sewing that has been done on it has to really come out. And every pleat given on every hand of a shirt, you must make sure that those pleats come out the way the company that has sold it, the way it's supposed to be. Because when you buy a shirt, if you look at a shirt when you buy them, you will understand the vision of the person who sold this shirt and how the person wants that shirt to look like. But most times I'm not opportune to see the shirt when it is being opened from the pack. But as somebody who has been doing laundry, you would have been used to all the lines. You should be able to know all the lines in the hand of a shirt, and those lines must come out perfectly neat and not just being squeezed. Like when I finish this one, I'll have to raise it up and show you what I actually mean. When you look at this area of a shirt now, some shirts will have to come with another two pleats, a pleat here, but in this case, this one does not have any pleat. It's just a straight up ironing. But if you look at its face here, you find out that there's just only one pleat here, just a pleat, and that pleat has to come out the way it is. It must not be squeezed. It must come out with the idea of the company that have sold it. So you must take cognizance of this fact when ironing. You don't just iron for the sake of ironing. You must iron believing you understand what the company that sold it had in mind when they were sewing it, the way they want it to look like on the body of the individual wearing it. So we try our best. We study shirts and know and understand the ideas of the owners, of those that sold it. When I mean owners, I mean the people that designed it, because they're all designers. You try to find out the idea or what is involved in that shirt. Nothing much, but you must be careful to make sure that you don't give extra lines, but you walk in line with the idea of the designer. When a tailor makes mistakes in their sewing, it affects a laundry person in ironing. That's the truth of the matter, because any shirt that is done without a good finishing will affect, it also affects the laundry person that is ironing it, because it will not also come up with a good finishing. Because in laundry, it's as if you're measuring. You're not measuring, but when you are done with what you're doing, you will realize what we are actually talking about. And normally, when you iron a shirt, it is ideal to iron it inside and also iron it outside. When you iron a shirt inside and iron it outside, you give that shirt a good finishing. A good finishing, neatness, the starch will come out the way it's supposed to be. You just have to be patient in ironing a shirt. You don't rush, because if you rush, you will not give it that professional touch it requires. I've ironed the other hand. This is the second hand. I will also have to iron the second hand and also make sure that I don't go out of the main idea of what it's supposed to look like. In applying your starch in the shirt, you will also have to take cognizance of the fact that some shirts are not supposed to be too stiff. But when it has to do with any cotton, especially when the cotton is 100%, it has to, not too stiff, but it has to stand and show the beauty of the starch that you have applied. In ironing the shirt, you can see the curve of this iron will have to go in at the back of this joining in this shirt to give it the actual look that is supposed to be there. Laundry is beautiful. Laundry can bring back your customers to you if you know what you're doing. Somebody might patronize you today and you might not see the person again. Reason because the professional touch you're supposed to give to a shirt is not there. Some people are not good in always correcting you, but they just draw their judgments and just either they decide to come back or never come back. So that is some secret that a lot of people does not know. Maybe in my next video I will try to get like 5 different type of textures, and I will also textures of materials, and I will also come with the various ironings we use. We have what they call the dry iron. We have the steam iron. The steam iron is what you use for suits. You don't use dry iron for suits because
When you use dry iron on suits, it's as if something to have a kind of frying look. And I don't think any sane mind will want to wear a suit that has that kind of frying look. So, but in my next video, I'll try to come with a suit. I'll also come with other textures of materials, so that you that is trying to learn one or two things will learn from it. In this laundry firm, by the grace of God, we also train people. We train you on a lot of things. We train you on how to wash. That is, if you want to wash manually, no problem. Everything depends on how the whole thing comes out at the end of the day. If you want to also go with the machine wash, we will also tell you what you need to do when your machine has finished washing. Because there's something you need to do after the machine washes your clothes. There's some other things you need to do, just a bit of manual touch before you spread or add your starch before spreading. Because if you don't do that, the whole aim of the washing and ironing might not be achieved. So I have finished ironing the whole shirt. I loosened it up, I ironed it all sides. But now I have buttoned it. I have buttoned the shirt, and I'm also ironing it again, front and back. The reason for this ironing front and back is to give it the actual stand, because a shirt must have a stand. If a shirt does not have a stand, when I mean stand, as in the starch in it and your ironing must stand. So that when the person is wearing it out there, people admire you and admire your laundry person. A lot of people might not know that there's a difference between laundry and dry cleaning. When you talk of laundry, laundry has to do with washing with a solvent. That is a solvent called soap. You wash with soap. Laundry has to do with water and soap. While dry cleaning doesn't have to do with water and soap. That word dry simply means that the clothes or whatever it is you're dry cleaning will be worked on without soap or water. We use a chemical that is called PEC to work on that cloth in its dry state, and the cloth will be clean, and you still achieve what you need to achieve. That is, of course, when you want to dry clean or when you want to wash, the whole aim is to make it clean and make it come out well. So the whole idea will still be achieved. I want to give us one or two differences between laundry and ironing. When you dry clean, the color of the clothes remains intact. It does not wash. The color remains the way you bought it till the end. You can wear it 2, 3, 4 years, it will still remain that same color. People will still be wondering whether you bought a new clothes. But when you launder your clothes, it's not as if it will fade off. But there is tendency that as time goes by, the colors might not really be the same again. But in this part of the world, it is best to go for laundry because of our weather. Our weather is hot. You might not be comfortable dry cleaning your clothes in this part of the world. That is, we talk of Africa or West Africa to be very precise. So as you can see, our shirt is ready. Before you fold, you ensure that every curves, everything is in order. As you can see it, you can see the hand. You can see how straight it is. You can see the neck. This is the other second hand. So before you fold the shirt, you ensure that all these things are intact. Because if they are not, if you don't take cognizance of the fact that when you're ironing the front, the back might be a little bit rumpled, and which you still need to give it a touch. Like in this case now, I still just want to give it a little touch on the hand because it went a bit rumpled. Then you fold. This is how we fold. When you are folding, make sure the hand does not get rumpled along the line.